Before we get into today's powerful English training, let's take one quick second to do something important. If you're learning English and want to get better every day in a simple, fun, and smart way, you're already in the right place. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, hit that bell so you never miss a lesson, and give this video a like right now if you're serious about improving your English. That support helps our channel keep growing and lets us continue making free lessons for learners like you, every single day. Now, let's talk about one of the most common problems English learners face. Maybe it's happening to you right now. You hear or read something in English, and your brain immediately starts trying to translate it. You hear a word, and in your head, you quickly try to find the meaning in your language. You want to speak, but first you think of the sentence in your native language, and then you try to change it into English. Sounds familiar, right? If so, don't worry. You're not alone. Almost every learner goes through this. But today, we're going to show you how to stop translating in your head and start thinking in English. Thinking in English is one of the most important steps toward fluency. When you think in English, you don't lose time. You don't freeze. You don't get stuck. You speak more naturally. You understand faster. Your brain becomes more comfortable with the language. But of course, this takes practice. It doesn't happen overnight. The good news is that there are very simple things you can do every day to make this shift. No books. No stress. No long lessons. Just real, useful habits that train your brain to accept English as one of its main languages. Let's start with the most important idea. You don't need to understand every word. That might sound strange, but it's true. If you always try to understand every word, your brain will always want to translate. But if you allow yourself to understand the meaning, even if you don't know every word, you start to think in ideas, not words. And that's how native speakers think. They don't stop at each word. They understand the whole message. So start training your brain to focus on meaning. Not on perfect understanding. You'll feel more free. More relaxed. And your English will improve faster. One easy way to start thinking in English is by using your eyes. Look around you and name things in English. Say it quietly to yourself or just think it in your mind. You see your phone. Think, this is my phone. You see your bag. Think, that's my bag. You see a chair. Think, the chair is brown. These short sentences don't need to be fancy. They just need to happen in English. Do this every day, for a few minutes. At home. On the bus. While you're walking. It's simple, but powerful. Another great habit is to describe actions in your mind while you do them. When you get out of bed, think, I'm getting up. When you make coffee, think, I'm making coffee. When you open a window, think, I'm opening the window. These are real actions, with real language. That's much better than studying a list of verbs. You're using the language to talk about your life. And that makes it stick. Now, you might be wondering, but what if I don't know the right word? That's actually a good thing. When you get stuck, your brain starts to search for other ways to express the idea. This builds flexibility. For example, maybe you want to say, I'm boiling water, but you don't know the word boil. So you think, I'm making the water hot. That's great. You're using what you know to talk about something in a new way. This is how real fluency starts. Not with perfect vocabulary, but with smart thinking. Another strong tool is inner monologue. That just means talking to yourself, in your head, in English. Imagine you're having a simple conversation with someone. They ask, how are you? You answer in your mind, I'm good. I feel tired today, but I'm okay. Or imagine you're telling someone about your day, I woke up late. I didn't eat breakfast. I went to class. I studied English. You're not speaking out loud. You're just thinking. But it's still English practice. And your brain is learning to switch languages. You can also try small challenges. For example, try going 1 full hour without translating anything in your head. During that hour, everything you read, hear, or think should happen in English. It will be hard at first. You'll forget. You'll want to translate. That's normal. But the more you try, the better your brain gets at staying in English mode. Over time, 1 hour becomes easier. Then 2. Then your whole day starts to feel more English. One key habit that helps a lot is reading. But not just reading anything. Read things that are just a little bit above your level. Not too easy. Not too hard. When you read something that's a good match for your level, your brain can guess the meaning from context. That's the sweet spot. You're learning new words, but you're not getting lost. You're starting to feel the rhythm of the language. You're seeing how sentences are built. And most importantly, you're training your brain to understand English without translating. Listening is also a huge part of thinking in English. But not all listening is equal. You want to listen to clear, slow, simple English. The kind we use in our videos. That's called comprehensible input. It means language you can understand, even if it's not perfect. When you listen to English that's too fast or too advanced, your brain gives up. But when you listen to English that's just right, your brain says, okay, I can work with this. That's where the magic happens. So make listening a daily habit. Even if it's just 10 minutes a day. Listen while walking. While cooking. While getting ready. Your brain will start thinking in English without you even trying. Let's also talk about grammar. Many learners think, if I don't translate, how will I know the grammar rules? But here's the secret, grammar doesn't have to come from rules. It can come from patterns. When you hear and see the same sentence structures again and again, your brain starts to learn them naturally. Just like kids do. You hear, I'm going home. I'm eating dinner. I'm reading a book. Suddenly, your brain understands the pattern, I'm plus verb ing. You didn't need to study it. You felt it. That's real learning. That's how grammar becomes part of your thinking. Of course, speaking helps too. But again, don't wait for a perfect conversation partner. Start by speaking to yourself. Say your thoughts out loud. Repeat sentences you hear in videos. Talk about your day. Describe what you see. Ask yourself questions in English and answer them. This kind of solo speaking is powerful. It trains your mouth and your brain at the same time. And you don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. Mistakes are part of this process. In fact, mistakes are signs that you're pushing your brain to grow. If you never make mistakes, it means you're not trying hard enough. So don't be afraid. Don't worry about sounding silly. Everyone starts somewhere. Even native speakers make mistakes. The key is to keep going. Keep thinking. Keep trying. Writing can also help your brain switch to English. Try keeping a short daily journal in English. Just a few lines. Today was good. I went shopping. I bought fruit. I studied English for a little while. Over time, your sentences will get longer. More complex. You'll start to use better words. And most importantly, you'll be thinking in English as you write. Another great method is to ask yourself simple questions and answer them. What time is it? How do I feel? What do I want to eat? Then answer them. It's late. I feel tired. I want to eat rice. These tiny conversations build the habit of English thinking. And you can do them anytime, anywhere. Sometimes you'll feel frustrated. You'll feel like it's not working. That's okay. That's part of the process. Just remember, your brain is changing every time you choose English. It's building new connections. New habits. Even if you don't feel the progress right away, it's happening. Trust it. Keep going. So let's go back to the main message. Stop translating in your head. Start thinking in English. You don't need to wait for fluency. You don't need perfect grammar or a big vocabulary. You just need to take small steps every day. Look at your world in English. Describe your actions. Speak your thoughts. Read what makes sense to you. Listen to English you enjoy. Make mistakes. Laugh at yourself. And keep moving forward. And now, here's the beautiful part. If you made it to the end of this video, guess what? You've already spent several minutes thinking in English. That's huge. That's real progress. That's a step toward the version of you who can understand and speak without translating, without freezing, without fear. And we're proud of you for that. If this video helped you, share it with someone who's also learning English. That small action can help them and help our channel grow too. Leave a comment and tell us, how do you practice thinking in English? We read every comment. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and tap the bell so you don't miss tomorrow's lesson. Because yes, we post new videos every single day. See you in the next one.